Be a parent, not a part-time unpaid.
That's exactly what you signed up for.
She's complaining about the homework that the teachers give the kids to do at home, and the parents have to help their children to do the homework. So she's like, how will I finish everything? I'll do all the chores, I'll take care of myself and all of that, mother things, and I'll still be teaching my child homework and still be doing the things I'm supposed to do in school. That I really spend like 6 hours in school and still come back with a bunch of homework, and I'll still be the one to teach. Sometimes some of the homework the teachers will want the parent. They know that the child cannot do the homework, but they know that the homework is for the parents, right? There's some things that are beyond the child's age or knowledge, so they know that the parents is going to help the child. So is anything wrong if the teacher gives homework and the parents help their child to do homework? Because she's complaining like, I'm just a parent, I'm not unpaid teacher, so why can't you guys just do your job and teach these children? Let us do our job and be a parent. I have few reaction on this video. Let's watch this videos together. I'd like to know your thoughts about this video down in the comment section. Respectfully, as always.
Signed up to be a parent, not a part-time unpaid teacher.
Part of being a parent is being a teacher. That parent's upset because her 6 or 7-year-old has to do homework, and she wants to know what is our take. She said that her child is spending 6 to 7 hours at school, and then he's coming home and he's having to do hours of homework or studying. She feels that it's not logical to believe that she's able to do homework with her child and also cook, pack lunches, go to the store, take her kids to the dentist, do laundry. She feels like that's not possible, but guess what? That's part of parenting. You signed up for it. If your child is 6 or 7 years old, that means they're in first or second grade, foundational grades. They are learning to read and to do math. Sit down at that table that you complain about and help program that stuff in your kids' heads so they can be successful at school. Now, I know as a parent, you can work with your children for at least 3 days a week for 30 minutes, helping to build those foundational skills. And that's my take on homework.
I signed up to be a parent, not a part-time unpaid teacher.
Do not piss me off. What do you mean you did not sign up to be a part-time unpaid teacher? The day that you signed up to have a child is the day that you signed up to be an unpaid teacher. What do you think parenting is? The problem with kids nowadays and why they're so disrespectful and so uneducated is because of parents like this. Your children's teachers did not sign up to be a part-time parent, yet here they are having to parent your children because you won't. That's the problem with society nowadays. It is your job as a parent to teach your children a multitude of things. It's your job as a parent to help them grow and thrive. It's helping them with their schoolwork when they aren't getting it in school. Yes, homework has been a thing for a long time. You are proving why we have such a problem in society nowadays. The reason that children are having such a problem is because parents are having these kids and they cannot wait until they can just shove them off to school and not have to parent anymore. You don't get to just throw your children on a school bus and be like, all right, you have to teach my child everything they need to know. No, you have to have a helping hand in their education. Like, that is your job as a parent. Did you not teach your kids colors when they were younger? Did you not teach them their 1, 2, 3s? Did you not aid them in learning how to walk, how to talk? All of that is teaching your children. So I'm failing to understand why you think that you didn't sign up to be a part-time unpaid teacher. You don't get paid to be a parent, babe. That's just how life works.
I signed up to be a parent, not a part-time.
Okay, wow. Is there a lot of misplaced anger in these comments? Okay, I understand what this parent was saying about homework. I think homework is archaic and not developmentally appropriate. Your child should not come home after a full day of school at 6 or 7 years old and do hours of homework at the dinner table. That I understand and totally agree with. Kids should be playing. They should be eating with their family, playing sports if they want to, getting a bath, having a book, and going to bed at a decent hour. That's what I think. They should not be crying and sitting there. I don't want to do work when I get home from school. I get that part. Here's where I think the misplaced anger is in the comments section, because this parent said she doesn't want to teach at home, and teachers are saying, well, we don't want to parent at school, and we do a whole lot of parenting issues at school. Things that used to be on the parents as a responsibility are no longer the way. That's not the way. So we're doing a lot of parenting at school, and I think that's where all the comment section is blowing up because of the way the parents said it. But I agree with her about homework. I think it's archaic and dumb, and I don't think we should do homework anymore, especially in elementary age. But yeah, wow, hot take.
I signed up to be a parent, not a part-time.
As a retired middle school teacher, it is your job. You're the child's parent. You are the child's first teacher and their last teacher. The teacher is there to facilitate and help with an education, but there's only one of him or her in a class of 30 to 35. I'm a retired middle school teacher. But I got a question for you. Your kid goes and he has to get stitches, and he goes to the doctors for that. The doctor does his job, but he sends the child home with ointment and things to clean the cut at home, because going to the doctor's office just isn't enough. And now you as the mom have to act like the doctor at home. You're not getting paid for that. Are you going to say the same thing? No, you're not. This is what it is. There are just some parents who just don't understand what education is really all about and how it actually works.
A parent, not a part-time unpaid teacher.
Okay. So when a teacher matches your energy and says, okay, well then I'm doing nothing that's not on my teaching standards. If it's not on my standards of things to teach your child, I'm not doing it. Okay. Deal. Sign me up for that. So when your child doesn't bring what they're supposed to school, they don't have their folder, they don't have their lunchbox, they don't have their jacket, they don't have the proper shoes, they don't have a pencil, okay? That was on you. I gave them those things if they were supposed to be provided by me, and if they don't come back with it, that's on you. I don't get up with them every morning at your house to send them to school with their stuff. When your child doesn't know how to act, that's not a part of my teaching standards. When I look up my math and my science standards, it doesn't say anything about behavior. No, it doesn't. Nothing. So when your child doesn't know how to say yes ma'am and no ma'am, or yes sir, no sir, or your child doesn't know how to be kind to a friend, or your child doesn't know how to talk respectfully to an adult, or your child rolls their eyes at me, or your child back talks, that's not in my teaching standards. So does that mean I don't have to deal with it? Does that mean that that's not my job and I can call and say, hey, your child doesn't know how to act and that's a parent thing, so I'm going to need you to come get them and bring them back when they know how to do that? Where's the line? Where's the line of what's my job and what's yours? Because if we're talking strictly academic, all those things I just listed are not academic. You won't find that in my math standards. You won't find that in my science standards. When your child is emotional because something you said this morning made them upset, or something that happened last night at home made them upset, or they're upset about the ball game that they lost last night and they want to talk about it and they want me to help them through it, that's not my standards either. But I do it on a daily basis because I want to. Because I want them to be successful. I want them to be well-rounded human beings. I care about them enough that even though it's not in my math standards, and you're not going to find that in my science standards, I'm going to do it anyways. Because it is my job. Because I'm a part of their life and I want what's best for them. So I think it's absolutely appalling that a parent would say, I'm not helping my kid academically. That's not my job. They're your child. You're not going to help your own personal child with something they're struggling with because it's academic. Okay. Then don't be upset when I don't help your child with something that's your job. When they can't behave, or when they have an emotional issue, or they can't ever bring their stuff to school. None of those things are technically a teacher's job. Those are not in my teaching standards. So that's fine. If you're fine with me calling you every time your child does anything that has nothing to do with math or science and make you come get them from school and fix it because it's a parent problem, deal. I'll match that energy. I don't get paid to be your kid's parent. I don't get paid to be your kid's emotional guider. I don't get paid to make sure your kid has every supply that they need that they've already been given. But I do it anyways because I care about them. And it kind of sounds like that your child's teacher might care more than you do about your child's well-being. Because if you don't care enough to help them with something that they're struggling with, even if it is from school, I think that's crazy that you don't care about your kid. So, when a teacher matches your energy and you are appalled that they don't want to help your child, how could you not want to help my kid? Same. How could you not want to help your kid? How could you not want to help your child when they're struggling with something? I'll wait.
The day you became a mom, or the day you decided to become a mom, that's the day you decided to be unpaid teacher. It's like people don't get it. It's like people don't get it. That you being a mom, you're going to be a teacher. A teacher is part of you being a mom. And you're not going to get paid for it. In fact, if you don't teach your child very well, people will insult you. People will blame you. Even if you teach your child and your child does not listen, they will still blame you. That is the side of being a mom. That is why you're a mother. So yes, your child will go to school and they have teachers that teach them academically. They will still have to give them homework because they can't teach them everything academically. So when they come back, you still need to see what your child is more. I feel like those homework are given so that the parents can see what their child does in school and can see the level of where their child have gotten to. You can see, okay, this is the money I'm spending on this school fees. Okay, my child can do this and this. I feel like that's why homework exists, and also to cover up so many syllables and all of that. So I don't see why you're angry with it. I get it. There's some of the homework that we so much that they'll actually want to stress the parents, but then it's not all the time. The teachers giving your child homework is for them to come back home to still remember the things that they were taught. I feel like everybody did homework when they were growing up, when they were going to school. Even you did homework. So why don't you want your child to have homework and you don't want to help your child and you're saying you're not unpaid, you're unpaid teacher. You are actually, you're a mom, you're an unpaid teacher. You have to teach your child every single day, every single minute. Like you have to keep teaching them, training them till the day you go, you leave this earth, you still need to, you are going to be teaching them every time. So you complaining and saying you're just a parent, you being a parent is one of the things you have to do is teaching. In fact, you have to teach them even more than the teachers are teaching them. When it comes to academic, they can do that in school, but when it comes to other aspects, you have to teach them way more than the teachers are actually teaching them. So I do not get it why she's, angry at the teachers and all of that. Yeah, sometimes the homework can be so much, but then that doesn't mean that I feel like the homework when they are much, they are just it's just once in a while. It's not every single day. It's not every single day, right? So you guys kindly share your thoughts about this video down in the comment section respectfully. As always, Sugar Mara David, and thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed this one. Please like and share and subscribe, and I'll see you in my next one, guys. Bye.